So do you have one voice or more than one voice?
Just one.
Okay, all right. And where is it located?
Kind of right in the same spot.
Okay, in the chest.
Because as opposed to, in addition to a defensive spot, it's like a power spot too.
Okay.
So I'm trying to come from there.
Okay, great.
Without realizing it.
Without
Till
realizing
now.
it. Yeah, yeah. So now I want you to give me a sample sentence or two of what the voice is saying. Editing for profanity, of course.
Well, the nice version from this perspective is, even from here, he's still a moron.
Okay, so even from here, he's still a moron. Now, if your commentary voice was to make any reference to Ernie, what would your commentary voice say?
Give him hell, buddy.
Okay. Okay, now what's great is, what I want to pick up on there is, he's saying, in effect, you give him hell, buddy. Right? The pronoun there for Ernie is you. So he's saying you for Ernie and he for the other person.
By moving the voice down there, I can actually go to that eye spot and look without getting as distracted.
Excellent. Okay, and allowing the sounds also to come from where you see them in through your physical ears.
Kind of seems like a real neutral look.
Okay, great, great.
And
So
the sounds are still not real prominent, but they're coming.
okay, great. And this is something that it can really be of benefit to return to this exercise and refine it more and more. You've made a whole lot of shifts right now. And so my sense is that this may be a good stopping point. Because we could continue to discover finer and finer refinements to make. But my sense is that he's got a nice, quote, package here. He's got a nice way of perceiving the situation. Is that your sense as well? That
Yeah, I feel kind of calm and relaxed, more so than I usually do after having a couple cups of coffee.
Excellent. Okay, so is this a way of observing that you would also like to have available in other situations?
Oh, sure.
Great.
Because sometimes I get drawn in emotionally to situations.
Right, okay. So instead of doing that, I'd like for you to now, just as you're observing this situation, let your unconscious memorize this way of observing in a neutral way, seeing equal distance.
What's interesting is since you moved me there, or allowed me to move there, I'm actually hearing some content from the guy I was describing as a moron, and he's saying, I'm scared.
Okay, so now I'd like to guide you all as a group through the last part of the process. So go ahead and put your things on the floor. Let's start out with self-position in the same experience that you already aligned. And let's just review how you left things. So in this situation, you are in your body, seeing through your eyes, exactly through your physical eyes, looking at the other person, hearing the sound of their voice coming exactly from their voice area with your voice, your own voice coming from your own voice area, letting the sound come in through your ears with your own self-voice. Your internal voice can be inside your voice area also, and expressing in terms of I and you. With your own feelings centered through your body, through your whole body, and having let go of any feelings that belong to anyone else. So only your feelings now throughout your body. Okay. Now, let's take a journey from this aligned self-position amongst all of the positions. So step from there out, or let the scenario swing out in front of you so that now you're observing yourself and the other person from the outside, from observer position. And as you're in your clean observer, just notice that they are eye level, equal distant, balanced left and right. You're looking exactly through your physical eyes as observer. You can hear their voices coming from them in through your ears. Your observer voice is there in your own voice area, can express itself in terms of he, she, they, to comment on the situation. And your own body gets to, as observer, gets to be filled with neutral, resourceful observer feelings, filling and centered on your body, on and in your body. Now, from here, we get to step into the other position. So step in or allow the scenario to swing around until you just naturally pop into other. And again, you can follow your own timing on this. If you want to just pop in for a split second and back out, that's fine. And when you go into other position this time, we're not going to align this because we're going just to get a sense of what this other person's experience is. They may not be aligned, but just to go in and have a sense of what they may be experiencing. So go ahead and step into that other person's body. Look through their eyes, listen through their ears. Have a sense of yourself as them saying their words. You may get a sense now of their internal experience.
I felt kind of lost for a good 15, 20 minutes, kind of like, you know, I'm not the right guy anymore, or the same guy or something.
Well, I was talking to Barbara about this a little bit. One thing about when we change our perceptions in this way, we're really changing a very, very basic sense of how we perceive everything, including ourselves. And so it's not surprising, given how much you shifted, Ernie, it's not surprising that it took a little while for you to feel, like yourself, to discover how you were yourself in this way. Again, given that we typically came up with these misalignments at such a young age, it's not surprising that as an adult we'd be very accustomed to perceiving the world and ourselves in that particular manner. And now, having had some time to get used to it, Ernie, is your sense that you are yourself more than before, the same, or less? What's your sense of that?
It seems to have evened out back to kind of an equilibrium again.
An equilibrium. Okay, great.